Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors are gearing up for their title defense and are feeling confident in their chances this postseason.
I don't see a team who can beat us in a 7-game series when we're healthy.
But the fact that he puts a caveat in here about health is so utterly rich, I can barely stop myself from dying at the hypocrisy, as no team in league history has been more lucky than this Warriors team. Firstly, let's just dismiss those 2 rings they stole when they broke the NBA and cheated their way to 2 titles by adding Kevin Durant. No one in that NBA was beating that team, certainly not this choke artist. Even with this flat earth truther averaging 29, 4, and 4 on 47% in one of those series. So what did the Warriors' remaining 2 semi-legit titles look like? In their 2014-15 playoff run, they had the easiest path through the West in the last 25 years, minus LeBron's bubble ring giveaway. They played the Pelicans, the pre-Morant Grizzlies, and then the James Harden Rockets before Chris Paul arrived. Then, when they got to the finals, they met a Cleveland Cavaliers team that had lost Kevin Love earlier in the playoffs, and in game 1 of the series, they lost both Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love to injury for the remainder of the series. The second leading scorer in that series for the Cleveland Cavaliers was Timothy Mozgov, and the Warriors were still down 2-1 in that series. Clearly, if the Cavs were, quote, healthy in that series, are you listening, Klay? The Warriors would have never won that title. So what about the 2021-2022 playoff run? In the first round, they got league MVP Nikola Jokic and his Denver Nuggets in a series where neither of the Nuggets' second or third best players played a single minute. Next up was Memphis. In a series, Ja Morant missed 3 games in, and still they took the Warriors 6 games in a very tight series. They then lucked into a weak Dallas Mavericks team in the West Finals before heading to the NBA Finals to play the Celtics, a Celtics team that shouldn't have even been there themselves, as Giannis pushed them to a 7th game in the Eastern Conference Finals despite missing his second best player, Chris Middleton, for the entire series. Once in the NBA Finals, Boston got banged up. Marcus Smart and Jason Tatum were ailing throughout the series, and the Warriors ended up pulling out a win in Game 6 of a series they were down 2-1 in. Had the Bucks been healthy, you listening, Klay? That was Giannis's ring. You can make a feasible argument that if Ja Morant was healthy, the Warriors wouldn't have even gotten out of the second round. So excuse me, please spare me the false bravado, Klay, Steph, and all of you Warriors fans out there. This team stole 2 rings with Kevin Durant and then lucked into their other 2 rings because other teams weren't healthy. So maybe...
Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni!